What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm walking you guys through week number 1 of me transitioning out of the world's greatest Air Force. That's right. It's a wrap. For those new to the channel, I'm retired from the Air Force, and I'm going to be talking about the highs and lows that come with leaving active duty, and just kind of walking you all through that process. And so just ended week 1. So I really wanted to capture my thoughts on what I've been doing, the schedule, and everything that comes with it. So to kind of give you guys a peek behind the curtain of what's happening and then the things to come with REI Genius, real estate, entrepreneurship, and investing genius. We help people tap into their genius and what that looks like. And we're continuing to involve my consultant and wealth advisor company. So I'm really excited about the future. But with that, for those that's new to the channel, I'm Johnny Lionel, the military CEO, coming up on 20-year Air Force veteran, full-time real estate investor. My mission is to help veterans and high-income earning individuals build wealth and diversify from the stock market and leverage real estate to build passive income. The biggest thing that I've seen is, from my time transitioning, last week was week 1. I onboarded with my new company doing Skill Bridge. That was awesome, 100% virtual, remote opportunity, which I have not had the pleasure or the experience of most of my career, just with the nature of what I do. You're always in the building, you're secluded, you're not working from home. It's not happening. And but that's been cool. But just the freedom, wow. Like, I talk about passive income, the power of freedom, but like not having to put the uniform on, go to the office, not go to PT, not have to go and check in, do this, do that. Like, freedom, man, it's rough. Like, you always see it, like you go on vacation a week or two and then you come back. It's hard to get back in that rhythm. But to know when you step out that you don't have to ever come back, and you're gonna have that pension going. You're gonna have the potentially disability and all the other stuff that comes with it. But the freedom, like that from day one, that was the most eye-opening thing. Just the freedom to go to the grocery store in the middle of the day, to be able to pick these kids up in school, at the evening time, see them off in the morning to the bus. And even like the situation where my youngest, his coach ended up quitting for whatever reasons, and she can't coach the rest of the soccer season. But guess what? Who has time to coach the kids for the last 3 games of the soccer season? Me. And like that's super cool to be able to step into that. So, for me, that was the big thing, being able to get back into the gym, kind of work into that rhythm whenever I want to, whether it's early morning, it's in the afternoon, or it's in the evening. Can go with Melissa and do that. We had the opportunity to go out to a wealth seminar that Keller Williams put on. Shout out to Keller Williams. That was a great wealth seminar with Mark King last week, and we had opportunity to go to that together and just continue to learn, get more information I'm bringing back to my clients and sharing with them on some different wealth strategies that they can leverage, as well as one of the big things, we finally closed on the refinance from our 84 units down in Montgomery. That was super awesome. That's been in the work for the last 5.5 months, been working through that process. That finally happened. So really extremely grateful and excited about that, with the rate reduction. And I think we're reducing our interest payment to about, I think, 12,000 per month of where we were with the bridge loan to where we are now. And just a great testament to everybody involved, with myself, with managing everything on behalf of the company, my private investors that we got in the deal that came in, and everything that went into the team on the mortgage side, the insurance side, just all the hoops that we had to jump through, the attorneys, all of that rolled in together. And that's why I always say that real estate is one of the ultimate team sports, because there are a lot of professionals, a lot of individuals that come together to be successful. So that happened last week as well. I got a chance to catch up on some of the multiple mastermind events that, not events, but mastermind communities I'm a part of. I can participate now. A lot of times these meetings happen between 11 and 2, and I'm at work. I'm in the building. I can't log in at work and participate. So it was really insightful and positive, being able to attend the meetings, make connections, have conversations with individuals, be able to have conversations during work hours, business hours, and not have to defer everything between 6 and 8 at night. So for me, that was one of the best things that I realized, that I could open up my schedule and start having a lot of these network conversations earlier throughout the day, and making that happen and continuing to grow the business. But overall, it was completely positive. But I would tell you all, like, the freedom and everything, and to position yourself where your investments now can start taking care of you, and you can buy that time back and have that time freedom that I'm talking about right now. Like, it all starts with one decision. Like, I was reflecting back, and all of it comes down to the decision making process. And a lot of times we look for all the stars to align. We want it to be perfect. We're scared. We haven't done it before. We we seen somebody else fail. Somebody else told us we couldn't do it, and we take all these limiting beliefs that people give to us, that we have to ourselves, that we've developed over the years, and it prevents us from making the right decisions to take risks, to change, to get out of our comfort zone, and to move forward on becoming the person that can achieve the dreams and the visions that we have for our life. And so I encourage you, if you're on the fence, if you've been waiting to take back control of your life, if you know God put you on this planet to be more than what you're showing up and doing and providing to this world right now, then I encourage you it's time to get up. It's time to let's go. It's time to get after. And that's one of the things that I love of what we're doing, and how I've positioned REI Genius, my consulting and wealth advisory firm, that we're focused on really meeting people where they are right now, with whether it's the financial planning to build a plan, the foundation to build wealth for you and your next generation, whether it's estate planning where you need a trust, you need a will. For all my parents out there, if you have kids and you don't have a will, if you don't have a trust laid out where if something happens, God forbid, to you and your spouse, and you don't know who's stepping up to take care of your kids, then you're doing it wrong. If you don't have a term life insurance policy, where if something happens to you or your spouse, that you have a lump sum of income coming in where you can weather that storm and take on, where now nobody's not left behind struggling, trying to maintain the same standard of living that they have today because you're no longer there. And so those things like that, real estate investing, whether it's single family, whether it's passive investing, over the last 7 weeks, I've raised over $800,000 for passive investors, bringing them in, showing them how they can get a 12% return on their money, how they can be a passive investor in deals without having to chase the toilets and tenants, and doing that whole process. And so whether you want to be on the active side, we have something in place where we go through with the academics, the hands-on accountability. I'm buying a 4-unit right now in Alabama. We're closing this week as I record this. And so, we just partnered on another deal in Augusta, Georgia a couple of weeks ago, on top of the refinance and everything else that's going. So the thing is like, you have to get plugged in. And so one of the things that I'm super proud of this year is we stood up our $1 Million Wealth Club with individuals that's coming in, that's like-minded, just like you and I, that's watching this video today, that's serious about building wealth, that you have a tribe around you that's going to give you the accountability, that's going to give you the information that you need, and give you the tools and systems to be successful at building wealth. Like, this stuff isn't hard. We're talking about 5th grade math, but you have to make that decision. I can't make that decision for you. Only you can make that decision for yourself. So as we wrap this video up, it was a great week one, transitioning, working for a great company with SkillBridge. We're doing that over the next 100 days, but at the same time, winding down service and continue to deliver on everything we're doing with our REI Genius. And so if you want to get plugged in, a couple opportunities. I got the $1 Million Coffee Hour coming up. Make sure you guys tap into that. We always have great professionals. I love interviewing other successful real estate investors that's coming on, that just finished fix and flip projects, that just closed on a multifamily deal, that just raised a ton of money, whatever it is, bringing them on and just sharing their inspirational stories to give you guys the motivation to move out. So that's today's video. Would love for you guys to get plugged in. For all my veterans, active duty subscribers, comment below, represent your service in the comments. And if you found value in today's video, make sure you like it and subscribe to the channel. Also, let me know in the comments what are the topics you guys would love for me to cover and talk about as I'm going through and sharing each week on a weekly basis, everything that I'm doing right now as I transition out the service. But let me know what you guys want to talk about, and I will see you on the next video.